Okay, I'm going to do a quick video tutorial on my SCT X3. My model is the 3015 model, which for most non-turbo cars, this is what it's for. I think it actually is for the EcoBoost too, so I might be wrong. This is like 3015 is the one that most people use. Got a FireWire 1394 port on top. That's to plug in analog sensors for your data logging. USB port on bottom, and then of course you can't remove it, but the OBD2 port, very high quality, well built. I'm gonna plug this in so it'll power on. It beeps at me. You got 4 directional arrows, no select and cancel. So here we go. We got program vehicle. You can check your check engine light. You can do the data logging. You can dealer info stupid, device settings stupid, device info stupid. This lets you reset your cam. So we're gonna go select program vehicle. You can do custom tunes or the strategy tune or return to stock. Obviously, I'm gonna do custom tune since I have one installed. Okay, so turn the key on. Don't start the motor. Never start the motor while using the tuner. Plug it in when the motor's off and the key's off. Never start it during it. Only start it after you've unplugged it, after it says turn key off. So we're going to continue. It's going to just check on the car, read some data. It's going to ask me to turn the key off again. Turn all accessories off too, so AC, turn your lights off if they're on. Mine's on auto. Those things are usually okay, but you know, better safe than sorry. Okay, turn key off. Key is off. Continue. Okay, then it's going to show up. You can have up to 10 custom tunes in here. I only have one right now, 93 octane performance tune. Select that. Then the first time you do this, it's going to ask you if you want to adjust options. And I've already done it, so I can either choose keep previous options, adjust option, or skip. Skip options will let me do the original tune. So I'm going to do adjust options here, and most people want to do that. And default options, no, I want to do saved options. So these are the ones that I've already done. So global spark is the amount of spark advance it gives. So normally, since this car runs on 87, it can't advance it more than the next degree, and that's what the stock programming will do. This allows it to advance it more, but the problem is if you don't use high quality gas, you don't have 93 octane gas, you'll have knocking, and you'll just lose all that power, and it could cause damage to the motor. Global spark is the spark across the globe. It's across the whole rev range. So I actually have this adjusted to -2 degrees, or actually -1, because I have 92 octane gas instead of 93. As a rule of thumb, you want it to go down 1 degree per octane, per octane rating you're off. So if I had 87 gas in, I'd go down to -6. So you can, and also if you want to, you know what you're doing, you can go up at 1 degree. Let's say you have 93 octane gas. It's good gas. You're looking through the data logs and you see, no dropouts in spark advance where you're gonna have the knock sensors telling the PCM to retard the spark because it's knocking. So you can go up 1 degree, and that will in turn give you more power. But if you're, if it does see that it's knocking, you won't actually get that power because the PCM will pull the spark back out, the spark advance back out. So use that at your own risk. But it's definitely worth trying once you know you have good gas, or if you have a higher octane race gas, it will only let you go up 4 degrees from the stock, which is smart because you can destroy your engine otherwise. So you get 110 octane race gas in there, you can go up 4 degrees and get more power. Okay, then you can adjust the spark through each individual rev range. So let's say you have knocking at a specific range but not at the others. You can adjust that spark there. I was having a little bit of a stumble between 0 and 2000. I don't think it's due to spark advance though. But I could go in and I can say, okay, let's make this one -2. Only annoying thing, every time you go back, it goes back to the top of the menu, and the beep is annoying. Okay, you can change the wide open throttle air to fuel ratio. You can make it more lean or you can make it more rich. I don't know what he has it set at on the tune, so I'm just going to leave this. All I can say is when I go wide open, it uses a lot of freaking gas. I can say that much. Axle ratio, if you have, why would you do that? That's to compensate for a different axle, I guess, and that'll help shift patterns and your speedo. You can adjust for your tire size. to change the speed, and change your speed limiter. So if you have kids, you can set your speed limit at 20 miles an hour if you really want them driving slow. And this goes all the way up to 100. I don't know why you can set it by 1 mile an hour. That's kind of silly. I guess if you have really low speed rated tires, it goes all the way up to 120 miles an hour. Jeez, it's hot. 125 miles an hour. Or you can just take it off like I have. I had it set at 120, and then I got up to 100, and it shifted into 5th gear, which it shouldn't have. It can get all the way to the limiter of 120, which is where my speedo ends, so no reason to go above that. It should be able to do that in 4th gear, so I need to see by taking it off if it stops jumping into 5th. I don't know if that's something I can't help, though. Okay, well, you just gotta figure out some of the fun stuff, because I went the wrong way. You can change your red limiter drive. Mine was set at 6250 RPM, which is odd because stock it's set at 6700. I set it to 6550, so I'm never going to go above that, and your power just drops out, so it's not even worth going above that. Neutral rev limiter, stock is 4000. I have it set at 4200. No reason to go higher, really none at all. Your desired idle speed, stock is 670 on this motor. The turbocharged motors are 620. Mine was set at 620, I bumped it up to 670. Your neutral idle speed, oh, that's in drive versus neutral, so let's see, I have this one set at, yeah, 670. And this one's set at 620, so I'm going to actually bump that up to 670. Okay, and you can change when, so he can change it on the original custom tune, it can be changed, but then if you want to adjust that further, when it shifts, and it's by miles an hour. So mine still shifts at 6,000, so I'm putting it at plus 2 miles an hour, see if I can get it shift a little higher. I want it to shift at just before 6,500 RPM in first. It does that in second already, but it doesn't in first. So you can do that for every gear, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Which makes no sense for 5.6 because you're never going to get there. Then you can just shift pressure. I have no idea why you can't adjust 1 to 2 shift pressure. This can also be adjusted originally on the first tune. So you can adjust it by percentages above or below that. I have adjusted my 2 to 3 up 5% because it wasn't doing much. Man, it shifts so much faster, and it doesn't even thud that hard. The torque management I had before was gone, so it doesn't drop the throttle out when shifting, which was for comfort, and because it doesn't do that, it shifts incredibly faster. It would take forever to shift before, unless, you know, I'm really punching it, but normal shifting is so much quicker. Okay, so that's all you can do here. All you're going to do then is you're going to hit cancel, and I'm going to hit continue, and it's going to ask me to turn the car on, and then it's going to tune it. And then it'll say unlock ECU, turn car on, turn it on, and then you just do not touch it till it says turn car off. Then you turn the car off, hit continue, unplug it, then turn the car back on, let it prime the pump, start her up. It might take a few seconds to crank, so pretty simple.